Man, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Prez. This is Murder Master Music Show, episode 460. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest. I'm going to bring on my co-host real quick. Got Mac J. What's up, Mac J?
What's up with the Prez?
And I'm amped up, man. We're staying in Cali, Pittsburgh Cat. He got somebody dope for us. I'm going to bring him on. He can tell us who we got. Pittsburgh. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on?
Man, you got us a dope guest, man, to add to this archive, man. Man, why don't you tell the people who we got tonight?
Man, I got the homie from the West Coast, man, Spider Loke.
Spider Loke's in the building, man. Let's bring him on right now, man. Spider Loke, how you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, man. I'm cool. And what's good with y'all?
Man, it's an honor to have you, brother.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. It's a pleasure to be
here. Yeah, for sure.
Man,
yes,
I
sir,
was
man.
amped up when I booked you, man. I was like, yeah, man, we got to have him on the show, man. We had so many cats from the West. It wouldn't be right if we didn't have you in the archive as well, man. Real tough.
I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, Spider Loke, man. I don't even know where to start with you, man. So let's go ahead and start from the very beginning, man. What was your introduction to the hip hop game, man?
The hip hop game, as far as professionally fucking with rap, I would have to give credit to my G homie Cam with a K, Watts, California. He did an album called Camnesia in the early 2000s, and he allowed me to put a verse on there. That's what I consider my introduction into this the actual industry.
Okay, the first time I heard you, I think, was on Corrupt's album, Against the Grain.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, from the beginning, you was a little late, but as far as where I'm going in the long run, that was quite a bag. You've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
What was that shit called on Against the Grain?
Oh man.
Overtime.
Man, I know it, man. I got that album because that album, Tupac got a verse on that album too. Oh man, I can't think of it. But yeah,
he could quit putting with that cess weed he's smoking. I'm just fucking with it. He choking hard as a motherfucker though.
Yeah, he is. But
he must be.
Yeah, man. You was on that Corrupt album. I think that shit was called like Bullshit and Nonsense. Was that the name of it?
Oh, yep. Bullshit and Nonsense. Yeah. So
yeah, man. And then when I finally like started to hear your music, and I didn't know once you signed with G Unit that was the same dude, because you was just going by Spider back then, wasn't you?
Oh man, I'm glad somebody know that. Yeah, them niggas named me Spider Loke without me really realizing that shit just stuck somehow. I am Spider. I'm Baby Spider actually. So I was just going by Spider. I often tell people, if you look at any credits I had prior to that, there is no Loke on it. So I really cannot confirm to you exactly when my name became Spider Loke. That was not a conscious choice that I made.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's how I knew you, man, because you was on another Death Row project before. Am I right? Like that Dysfunctional Family soundtrack or something,
Yeah,
right?
I remember that Dysfunctional Family shit. That shit was bang.
Shouts out to the homegirl, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, rest in peace, a.k.a. Nina. I was blessed and honored to be able to work with her on that project, and the homie Eddie Griffin. We collabed, and that was a cool experience for me, man.
Hell yeah, man. A lot of people don't know that part of Left Eye when she was Nina fucking with Death Row. And what was your, were you ever officially under contract with Death Row, or were you just, like, around those dudes?
No, I wasn't never under no contract. Suge gave me about a series of contracts to review, but none of them never had any monetary figures in them. When it came to the money, that shit was always black. Suge was a cold nigga.
Right.
He never gave nothing that was qualified to be signed. Nah.
Oh, okay. So what did that end well? Did you just end up going to other, somewhere else? Is everything cool with you?
Yeah, it got to a point where I had realized moving around trying to make progress in my career, it was becoming more of a negative to be associated with Suge's label at that time. So I had to approach him, and the person who was running the website, he actually lived in LaGrange, Georgia. His name was John. And when I asked John to take my image off the Death Row website, he told me he couldn't do it without permission from the actual label. So I had to approach Suge and actually, get clearance for John to move my likeness off of that website. And when I approached him, I didn't really know how he was going to take it, but, he was real reasonable about it. He understood where I was coming from. His hands was kind of tied at the time to do the type of things for me in my career or anyone that he would have liked to do. So he understood it. My likeness was removed from the website, and had no idea that I was going to meet the G-Unit cats real shortly after that, man. It was just real ironic it took place like that.
Okay, and you got introduced to G-Unit how? Was it through Buck?
Yes, I was in Atlanta, Georgia, fucking around. Guess they call it trapping now. Trapping, and I ran across Young Buck because we knew some of the same people. And that's my introduction to the G-Unit situation in a nutshell.
Okay. Now, I always got the feeling that when you started fucking with G-Unit, that was kind of like in response to the game leaving G-Unit. Like it just kind of felt like they was doing like a G-Unit West thing, and they're like, "Oh, games of blood, let's go with this dude, a Crip." Like, was that? Am I right feeling that way? Like, is that what you felt from it?
I'm sure those elements had to play a part. There was some conversation about displeasure with game at that time with 50, but
right.
if folks could think back long enough, it was a coexisting situation initially. It wasn't like a replacement.
Right.
Actually came along before Game even dropped the album on G-Unit. So I know how you can't help but get that perception because there's so many opposites to Crip and Blood. We both from the West Coast, and then we ended up beefing, so it seems that way. But I would like to clear the air because I often hear the misconception that 50 told me to get that game and jump in. 50 advised me over and over again not to get involved in that shit. The actual dynamic was me and my homies was out here banging G-Unit, and he was banging G-Unit. And as much as I tried to take, he used to do a lot of diss songs where he would diss them and then say something positive toward me. And he was making a real effort to leave me out of it. But when me and my niggas is getting G-Unit tattoos and we occupying the same county, it's kind of hard to just overlook all the gestures.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. It was just an organic situation that just took place.
Right.
50 me over and over again, not to get in it.
Right, especially when y'all from the town too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
50 of them not from there, y'all there, so like they can go home, they can go wherever, but y'all still got to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes it be deeper than what people be thinking. I always looked at it like, you know what I'm saying? I thought 50 was gonna push you because he didn't have nobody from the West Coast at the time, and I felt like he was like, shit, I at least gotta have somebody official with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Everybody was looking forward to everything that could have been done with G-Unit at that time.
Sometimes you think you want the official, and then till you get something that's too official, you gotta be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I always fucked with you, man. And when I heard that Beautiful record, I was like, oh man, this is gonna blow up, like. Because it was a great song. It was catchy.
Yeah, she was tight.
The chorus was nice. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, because I was sitting around waiting for you. You know what I mean? Because the way 50 usually did things was he put out one at a time. You do the little group album, put out his album, and he would push each artist individually, one at a time. And I was sitting around waiting for you, man. And I heard that record. I'm like, man, that's going to blow up. So what are the politics of the situation, man? Like, why didn't your album come, man?
You know, it's somewhat of a mystery to myself. I was told very, basically like in 06 that by Curtis himself that my album was completed. 1699 is how he termed it, ready for the show. He had the same response to the Beautiful campaign as you just did. He called me and let me know that he was quite impressed. He had a whole marketing campaign that he had suggested that he was going to put behind the record. He never followed through. I don't exactly know why, but I do know this. If you look at the sum of the G-Unit records that experienced any success, he had direct participation in them all. If he wasn't performing on them, he claimed writers on it. He serviced them to radio. There was a budget behind the video. But Blutiful, he had zero input whatsoever. So it was a record that I created, I produced, I shot the video that he offered up. To me, his opinion was it looked like we spent $250,000 on the video. So as to why it never manifests, I cannot. It's a mystery to me as well.
Oh, wow.
But I know without being boastful at all, just looking at the facts and the track record, I was the most productive artist he ever signed when you consider the fact that not only did I create and sustain the Beautiful campaign without any assistance from him or the label, I also landed roles on CBS, which is the biggest network television-wise in the world, alongside a direct cross from Michael B. Jordan himself. Also on Numbers with Wood Harris. The lady's name leaves my mind, but the lead actor on Weeds, I exchanged lines with her. These are the type of things I was doing to build my likeness in order to support the label's effort and maximizing my experience. So I don't understand why I didn't get them to kick into gear myself either.
Yeah, you well around. I'm about to say you was well rounded with it. So we even see you on fucking Wheel of Fortune and shit. You do all of it.
Even Pat Sajak said I made it look too easy. He called me a baby face. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And if Pat Sajak is a man, if you feel me, I was trying. And guess what? I bought my daughter a car today. The reason why I was so fucking anxious and excited is because that car was for my daughter, and I just left the lot today. That's ironic. Y'all brought that up. My bad.
Yeah. That's the best.
Hey, you smoked that round though, man. I mean that was a phenomenal round right there. You know,
good
I think you're the first rapper I've seen at Wheel of Fortune. The only rapper.
Thank you.
Who else ever been there?
Thank you.
That's like some hip hop trivia, like when they make the hip hop trivia game and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? We might need to create a hip hop trivia game. That sounds like
for
a
real,
joke, bro.
I've been thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They got all these other games like. Because, see, that's why we do these shows, man, because everybody's story is important in hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, whether they was whack or they was super dope, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, we came up from the era of where we can appreciate it because we talk about it all the time, like we had many different facets of hip-hop. It's like going to a mall. If you wanted to pimp shit, you can go over here and hit 8 Ball, or you can hit Too Short, and if you want to hit this gangster shit, you had Spice One and Ice-T and NWA. If you wanted to hit this backpack shit, you had Talib Kweli and all these cats over here. If you wanted to hit a positive, you had Public Enemy. So basically, it's like you had multi-facets, you know what I'm saying? And these kids, they all doing the same thing because I'm convinced that they really don't know the history. And it's up to us to tell them the history. So, yeah, man, I think that's one of the main reasons, man, because they don't even know. They just so quick to follow. Yeah, they trend chasers. We call them the TCs, the trend chasers.
Right, and then, you know, I look at it from both sides, and because of my brand of hip-hop, that is what I would consider content-wise lyrical, whether it's positive or not, I still feel like there's some content to it. And then I try to analyze the game. I think about it, you know, this shit got popular with niggas talking about the hip-hop, and they wasn't really saying shit, so for a nigga to really look at the fact that niggas ain't saying much and start acting like he got a soreness about hip-hop is really not fair. Because the fact that we were so interested in what a nigga had to say was just a phase that hip-hop had went through. That wasn't his origin either.
Right.
That's just something we like, but that ain't how it started. Them niggas was wearing funny coats and jackets, just like it's getting back to. They was wearing zippers and spikes and tight pants.
dressing like Prince and them and shit. Yeah, I remember all that shit. Yep.
And then
Houdini and them niggas had tight leather coats and gloves and shit.
Yeah, big long feathers hanging out their ears and shit, and cut off gloves. So we like where we took it as a generation, but hip hop in itself, we can't hate on it for kind of reverting back to its original form. We just have to maintain the essence that we brought to it and that we appreciate. And I see some of the new guys bringing it back. And let's just appreciate it and celebrate it when we do get a chance.
Right. That's well said, man.
I don't even think any of our parents could really quote any of James Brown's lyrics either. Fuck what James Brown talking about.
Right. He was hollering.
Hollering like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he wasn't talking. That nigga was hollering.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, these niggas, they have made it easy with the content, though, man. Oh, that is crazy. I cannot believe that same format just keeps winning. I'm thinking, like, it's going to somehow start slowing down. It's like it's gaining momentum.
Yeah, it's gaining. See, that's what I'm talking about. And see, and if you got teenage kids or young 20s, your children around that age, you gonna hear it whether you want to hear it or not. It's the same way when we was pumping y'all shit or we was pumping Dre shit. My folks really didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like Pac kind of made it easy when he made Dear Mama, because then it started opening it up for other cats to make more heartfelt songs too. And I don't see that type of dealings going with the new generation, but it's still cats out here making it. It's in the underground. You just got to dig a little deeper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still some young fire ass cats. We hear good shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just not on what we call a lame stream. It ain't on the lame stream level.
Right. The lame stream seems like they got a template that comes in a motherfucking beat machine now. You could just. It's called Hit Record. Just drop your vocals in here, and that shit is going to come out. Hit Record.
And then the whole image, too. They can go get the rapper kit. They can go get the tight. They can go get the tight pants. You know, it's just like, here, we going to have you wear this, and then they going to wear this. And then next season, they going to flip it around, and they get fruitier and fruitier each year. Like you said, like back in them Prince days and the Rick James. I remember the gangster dudes in the hoods in the early 80s was dressing like Rick James when they went out.
That's just high fashion.
They wearing high heel boots and all that shit.
Yeah, right.
That shit was crazy.
You're right. That's the Euro influence on fashion, bro. But you know that it's also I think masculinity, especially black masculinity, is under attack, my nigga. We can't ignore that as a fact either.
Yeah, you're right, man. We've had a lot of people on here to cover that, man. Like, there's a lot of people feeling that right now, man.
The most unapologetic, strong masculine image on television is Terry Crews, and you see his range of intimidation. Yeah. He's harmless, and even somebody like Von Miller, who is one of the most intimidating black men on the face of the earth. Look how they play him down in all his commercials. They make him so dainty, so they want to give you a whole other image.
Fucking glasses on. Yeah, and then he got the tight ass clothes on, so he don't look threatening.
Look how them NBA dudes be dressing, man. Look how them NBA dudes be dressing, man, on pregame and the postgame shit, man. They always got them dressing.
A nigga with the attitude like Russell Westbrook. I cannot believe he wears the type of pants he wears, the way he act. I would think that nigga wear khakis and shit.
Right, the way he play on the court does not look like how he look when he walking into the court.
Thank you.
He look like a cheerleader when he he a cheerleader, but then he playing like Mike them. You know what I'm saying? For real, Cam Newton, he another one. It's a gang of them. But that's how they programmed him to. That's how they programmed him to do it. You know, if they say we was programmed, they put an end to that shit, because when Iverson them came through, they was wearing the throwbacks, and they was getting mad because he wearing a throwback and it wasn't the team that he played for, and you know, they start nitpicking on every little thing. Like, if you gonna wear a throwback, it's got to be the team you play for, and doing all that shit. Y'all got too much jewelry on. They flossing. They ain't like that shit.
Didn't they make them niggas wear suits at one point?
They made them
yeah, there's a dress code. I think they still got it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but they done let up a little bit. Now you can wear suits and skirts. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes will come out there with capri pants and all that shit.
What's your take on the fact that the white boys ain't with all the eccentric shit? The rich white boys come to the game with some jeans and the Wrangler on. They don't give a fuck. Why niggas gotta be so fucking sexy? I don't get it.
Right. I don't either, man. Because like if you get the consensus of cats on the street and everybody in the hood and everybody that's really on the streets, the regular workers, we can give a damn what a motherfucker think about us for real. Because if I can't pay my motherfucking bills, shit. Ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna help me pay shit by the way I look. At least not right now. When you out here in the field for real,
I'll be wondering.
It's easier for them athletes and them movie stars to do it.
I wonder if this just me. Y'all tell me this. Am I the only one that is disgusted by the fact that niggas are so comfortable sagging with these tight ass drawers showing the shape of their ass everywhere?
Oh man, that's the most grossest shit ever.
What the fuck is this, man? Like, niggas don't give a fuck about their ass being out.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
We used to wear the long T-shirts and the baggy boxers. Now they wear the smallest shirt and the smallest tight drawers like panties. My thing is, if we like to see bitches in these stretch pants, why don't you think the faggots is like, oops, is y'all going to bleep that out or am I in trouble for saying
No, you good. No, you're good. You say whatever you want, man.
The Illuminati listening to us, girl.
They probably have. Our name is the Murder Master Music Show, so they already know what it is, you know.
Fuck it. That's what it is. I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand. We living in a weird time. I be having pastors in my car, and I hate to see a nigga get out my seat and show all his old ass. I'll be thinking my car seat smell like ass. I hate that shit, man.
Right, exactly. Pull your shit up, man. Exactly.
Yeah, pull your shit up with them tight ass.
I done went to stores and shit. And I got my stepdaughters with me and shit. I'm like, I tell them motherfucker like, hey man, you gotta hike them up, man. It's little girls behind you, bro.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
And the consensus, most of them they all respectful though. You know what I'm saying? They turn around and look who's saying it, and they be like, all right, man. You know, you gotta understand this. You got kids, man. Pull your shit up, man. This ain't the place for that shit. If y'all want to do that, back in the day, it's always been fruit pies. It's always been cupcake dudes. But they kept that shit to their shit. They had their own spots. They had their own little. So you knew what you was getting into if you went to their shit. But nowadays it's so blatant.
These is the rough niggas. These is the rough niggas. Like, I come from a gangbang culture where we used to sag our pants, but we used to wear baggy boxers and long T-shirts. So even if you was
I'm about to say so. They never gonna see your drawers even when you was sagging because your shirt was long enough.
And if they do see my drawers, they gonna see my drawers. You not finna see the curve and the shape of my ass and the crease of my ass. These niggas is wearing like shirts that stop at their belly button and then they sagging with these tight drawers on, my nigga. And it's like,
man, it's disgusting.
I can't take it. I can't take it, man.
These niggas be wearing. You go to their shows, they wearing negligees and shit like that on top of some skinny jeans and shit. You see what I'm saying?
They're wearing 16 chokers on.
Yeah, you heard me.
You're right.
With a bag.
Chokers on. That nigga want to get choked. Any nigga with that many chokers on want to be choked, my nigga.
It's called eugenics.
That's
man.
fucked up.
What they got a name for? What's it called?
Like you said, man, genetic manipulation.
Eugenics.
They want to create a whole generation of motherfuckers that can't breed. You know what I'm saying? Walk around like Earthworm Jim and shit like an hermaphrodite. And kids are all fucked up. They don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's crazy. They're attacking the youth, man. It's really fucked up. Hey, Spider, we got a call for you, brother. This is the homie Terrence, man. Terrence, how you doing?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
Yeah, real good.
What's going on with it, Terrence?
Nothing much. I'm a big fan of the show. I'm a fan of Spider Love too. I'm glad y'all can take the time to take my call. What up, Spider?
Where you calling from, Terrence? What it do, my nigga?
I'm calling from Georgia, really. I'm one of your followers on Instagram, so when you posted that you was gonna have an interview, I had to call. I'm that one.
What's your name on there?
100 Savage. I'm the one that said, man, I can't wait that damn long because you posted the picture on.
Oh yeah, I remember
Tuesday.
I remember that. What up, my nigga? You part of my family, my nigga. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Like You know what's crazy though? Because when you signed to G-Unit, I was like, well, who this? And I knew you were new, and I thought, and then I found out you was from the West Coast. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's from where Game is. And I was a big fan of Game, so then when he separated and y'all was going back and forth, I couldn't really pick a side. I was a fan of both, really. You know, you have fans choosing sides, and to this day they still choosing sides, even after the beef is over. You know?
Right.
I appreciate that. You're just hearing that, man. I'm listening.
Yeah, man. Like, my question to you was, you know, the first song I heard from you was "I Don't Want No Problems" with Young Buck. And I don't know who you was dissing on there. I'm assuming it was Game though. But are you cool with Game? And like, did y'all ever run into him throughout the beef?
I never ran into Game throughout the beef, but you got to realize me and Game had a relationship that preceded me meeting Young Buck, 50 Cent, and all that. We had a lot of mutual acquaintances. He and I were even what I might consider friends. So if you can remember when we first started the beef, and he used to go out his way to try to leave me out of the controversy. So I say that to say we communicated through third parties and even directly quite a few times throughout all that time. I remember being overseas and Game calling my phone and asking me to mediate on his behalf with 50 Cent. And Young Buck was sitting there and witnessing the phone call. So we never bumped into each other, had any problems. Are we cool today? I'm cool with everything that's involved in this universe that's not trying to harm me. Have I had any specific conversation or reached out to him in particular or spoken with him to make amends? No. But I don't assume he's sitting around with no ill feelings toward me, looking to do me no harm, and me either toward him.
Right. And see, I was aware that y'all had a relationship beforehand because I saw a picture of you and him. This had to be like back in 2004. Y'all was probably in his yard. Y'all shook hands. It was a picture of y'all was shaking hands, and I was like, damn, they was cool back then. So you know,
I believe we was on Brazil in the picture you probably be talking about. We actually met at the it's pretty documented in my memory because it was at the Aaliyah segment of the I Miss You video shoot for Aaliyah, that DMX segment. We met at that video shoot, so the date is like almost etched in stone. Our relationship is pretty documented because of the event that we met at. So we met battling, actually, true to our craft, two warriors going at it, and you see our relationship turned out to be a actual battle in our whole, in front of the world. So we really lived up to the essence of what it was all about.
Y'all from Compton.
Yeah,
you
feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Compton,
I remember
everybody.
saying, I remember you saying on a song you won the battle. You know, a lot of your songs towards Game was funny, though. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I was a fan of his, when you went at him, I was like, wow, he got lines for this guy.
That was a great beef.
I appreciate that because of the fact that
y'all real MCs, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but, it's kind of hard to find, and I'm not, it was not much to be said about myself if it ain't much you can say about me, my nigga, period. Nigga called me Oscar the Grouch. He laughed at my voice, and I think he changed my name, which is Norvell, to Marvel. I mean, what else can you say about the loc, man? It ain't much to say, my nigga. I'm the truth. I leave a nigga with very little room when it's time to battle me, unless you're gonna be just saying some fake shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I had the impression that it was all business. It probably wasn't personal. I mean, was it personal or was it business to you?
Oh, it was personal, man. It wasn't even business. I wish I was wise enough to make business decisions back then, but my life had got so out of hand. I was living my dream. It was very personal and passionate, man.
Yeah, I know you was. I mean, you was loyal to 50, man. I could respect it. I mean, at the end
that's
of the
all
day,
I know is how to stay down, my nigga. That's when I choose to stay. I stay down. That's what I signed up for. When I started breaking the rules that my mama was putting in front of me, I'm down for something. That's why I was from where I'm from. I always been down. So when I get down, I stay down. That's why I was the last one down over there on that ship, my nigga.
Yeah, everybody else, like Olivia and all them, they came and went. And then, when you released the West Kept Secret project, I was loving that. Ironically, they put that out. You put that out when Kanye and 50 had that battle with their albums. The same day. Yeah, I remember that, Steve. But like,
you got me reminiscing. I forgot all about that. That was that same time when 50 and Kanye had to who sell the most when they first come out. I remember that shit.
Well, you guys remember this? Y'all remember who actually sold the most?
Kanye. That was the downfall of 50, as everybody would say.
That's because Kanye threw that T-Pain on that shit.
Yeah, that's why. Because I just went upstate when that shit was going down. I just went upstate, and I remember that they was on BET having like a little face-off and shit.
Yeah,
and
they was on PRL
50 was clowning him because he performed that Big Brother joint. He performed that Kanye did that Big Brother joint for Hove, and 50 was clowning him like, yo, I didn't bring my big brother and shit like that. And 50 was funnier and, like, seemed like he won, like, the on-air battle, but Kanye sold more records, though.
Yeah, because Kanye appealed to more people at the time because of the type of shit he was doing. 50 still was doing what he was doing, but, you know, shit, that was smart business on both of them. Hey, but one thing I want to ask you about, let's bring it back to this a little bit, Spider. I remember when y'all used to have the SpiderLoc.com and shit, though. That was before a lot of rap niggas had websites and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm stupid when it comes to computers and social media. I think you was like an innovator early in them days because people had MySpace and shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had a MySpace page and shit, but I remember you was like one of the first cats you can actually get on their website and see some of their shit.
I gotta give for that being true, I gotta give Suge some credit and thanks because the same guy I was speaking to about John that was running the Death Row website, once I asked him to remove me off of that site, he in turn created SpiderLoc.com for me on Suge Knight's server. It was a secret for a long time. We was on the same server. He made me swear to not let nobody know. So I had the same professional. You just imagine Death Row, they was one of the first, you know, they was a label. Nobody else was tripping on the internet. So I had the same professional that they trusted to do their website doing my own. And then one of my very good friends and colleagues in the game, he was also a computer expert back in the day. So once we teamed up and started making our moves, I saw a lot of this industry change over to this computer shit way before a lot of, when I met 50, in fact, he used to be amazed by the fact that I was on the computer communicating with my fans. He used to call everybody at the location to come look over my shoulder to just notice, to observe the fact that I was talking to fans. That's just crazy to see the way things played out.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man, because you said what, Fred?
I said later on he came out with This Is 50. You know, maybe he got some of that from you.
Oh, man, I don't want to be the one that say it because every time I say something, I'm labeled a hater. Everybody says let the past go, move in the future. So it does me well to know that, you know, I don't have to toot my own horn to tell my own story. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know what it is. You feel me?
Right.
Oh, yeah, plus that hater shit is overused, man. You know what I mean? It's like we've been hearing about that since the early 90s. Now, all you got to do is disagree with anybody about anything, and you're a hater. Especially when I'm telling black songs, you're a hater.
Yeah.
You know,
especially when I'm telling my testimony. You goddamn right.
Right. When you telling your story, you really a hater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they really be.
Yeah, my thing is, you know, I'm usually responding to questions that are direct, but you know, I have a lot of awesome things to say about my experience at G Unit and the people that I spent the time with, but the questions are not usually in such a general sense where I get a chance to share those experiences. Right now in this time, people want to know why it went wrong, and usually when you talk about why it went wrong, you got to talk about the things that disappointed you in the relationship. So even people that get divorced actually in marriage, they have to go over the whole experience and they talk about, you know, when they were first in love, they'll have some good memories too, but shit get bad, you know what I'm saying? Shit get bad. I started seeing a lot of things I didn't understand, my nigga, so.
Spider, I want to give you props, man, because I watched your interview with Doggy Diamonds.
I was just about to say that too, Pat. Shout out to
everybody subscribe to Doggy Diamonds TV on YouTube. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds.
Shout out to homie Doggy Diamonds.
Yeah, I watched your interview, man, and I thought it was a great interview, man, because you weren't malicious towards 50 or Buck. When he even asked you if you was mad at anybody, you're like, man, my animosity, I don't even have that. I'm just kind of disappointed on the way things turned out. And you did say that you have a lot of positive memories there. So give me some of your memorable moments, positive-wise, from G-Unit, man. Like, what when you think of your time with G-Unit, man, what comes to mind when you think of the good times?
Oh, man, being on a private jet and overseas somewhere, sleep, and 50 come plopping down next to me, elbowing me, waking me up, showing me a magazine about somebody who was way richer than him and trying to explain to me that we ain't got no time to sleep. And that's when he told me that in order not to need no more money, you need at least $250 million. So that's probably over a decade ago. That number's probably quite a bit higher. But just you know, I'm my mother's only son. I'm born and raised in the city of Compton, California. Very humble beginnings. I've had very big and awesome dreams all my life. Just being at that level of game and realize that I have been fortunate enough and able to will myself this close to my dreams. It's just the overall experience. I don't even know if I realized it as it was going on. You know, now I look back on it and just realizing the journey that I am continuing to be on that started so long ago. What a lot of people don't know is I was Brandy, Ray J's sister. I was her first crush. You know, the industry and greatness, the greatness men liked me.
He was one of my first crushes.
And I was hers, man. I was hers. I was,
I should have been out there with y'all, man. I should have been living in Cali.
To be continued. I'm looking for Brandy. As a matter of fact, if any of y'all bump into her, tell her
I've been looking for Brandy since motherfucking when we first seen her on TV, man, my nigga. I really
believe if Brandy had any, I think if she participated on writing the record, I Want to Be Down at All, I believe I was inspiration in that song. If I wasn't the inspiration for the lyrics, I was the inspiration for some of them runs she hit. I say, listen to what kind of confidence I say that with y'all.
I know,
and I haven't seen her since childhood.
Was you running into Kobe? Because Kobe took her to the prom that year. Remember that?
I ain't ran into Kobe, but I ran into Ray J. We was over there at Death Row together, and that nigga would never call her for me.
Man, of course not. Why would he? As he should.
That's a real big brother. I mean, real little brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was being a brother, man. Why should he?
Right.
He gonna keep you in
right.
the pocket. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with me, don't fuck with my sister. That's how he's supposed to do it.
Right. That's right.
But man, I've been looking for Brandy for a long time, and we live in the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis right now, but back then I was in the Chicago area, then in Memphis, so I remember all that shit because we all around the same age. See, now you smoking that shit. Now you smoking that shit. I was smoking earlier. Now it's your turn. Your turn.
My turn. Yes, sir.
You just take that man-sized pull that he gets you.
Yes, sir.
We got a call for you. Mr. Homie Sin from France. Sin, what's up, man? You calling just before we go into this little break here and play some song, man? What you got for the homie Spider Love? How you doing, Sin?
Yeah, hi Scott, hi Mike and Pat, hi Spider Lock. Yes.
What did you
tell us? Yes, sir. Tell us about your song "Beautiful World" and how you had the idea of the video and the making, all that.
Beautiful World, dope track. We're gonna play that here in a minute, actually.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, Beautiful World was just I had the homie Crooked Eye. Shouts out to Crooked Eye Slaughterhouse. We was on Death Row together, and just one day, Crooked Eye just came to me. Him being a non-affiliated gang-wise, he walked up to me and said, "I got a word for you. I really can't use it." And he was just like, "Beautiful." And I just like stored it in my brain for some years. It just been in the back of my head, and then one day, actually, I think I was in the airport looking at a bunch of blue seats, and I just started writing down a few blue shits, and then as started growing, I probably just wrote I don't know, man, that shit. Then one day I was at the studio, and that actual beat, I was about to do some work, and the producer, E-Rock from the Riff, shout out E-Rock, he started going through some beats. He played that one particular beat, and it made me think about those blue lyrics that I had on my phone. And it just, I mean, that beat just automatically to me said Blutiful World. So I called E-Note in. E-Note hummed around and came up with the words for the hook, and the record kind of took a life of its own from there. The video, I'm just a visual guy. When I do a record and I think about doing a video, I always just tend to want to show what I'm saying. So I couldn't imagine that record being no other way than just being all blue.
And just so you know, that's an anthem out here. I'm in Pittsburgh, and that record still gets played out here. That's an anthem out here.
Well, we need
the young Crip dude saying Blutiful now. The new young, they think they created it, but I'm like, man, they've been saying this.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. They think they created.
Yeah, some of them think they created. That's what all these young dudes do.
You see what Crayola just did, though? Did you see what Crayola just did? Crayola just had a big old campaign where they renamed one of their new crayons Blutiful.
Man, you should pray my
You gotta Google that, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yo, Lo, man.
Hey,
yo,
50 said I didn't deliver.
Yo, E40's suing a comic book for Captain Save-A-Ho or something.
Yep, I seen that shit too.
You need to sue Crayola.
I'm at it.
Hey, let's give him.
Hey, but you know what fucked me up right before Let's go.
No,
fucking
go ahead. Sorry, brother. No, go ahead, bro.
No, right before Crayola did that, I can't pronounce the name of the wine company, but it starts with a B. They did a whole big-ass campaign off of blue wine called Blutiful, too. Just like 3 months before Crayola launched their shit. Dead home. That's all I know is this, man. The universe,
that's for damn sure.
The universe and the creator fucks with the low. A phrase my mama has always repeated to me throughout my life, through my ups and downs, was the best is yet to come. And I just want y'all to know that, my nigga. This story ain't over right here.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, bring you back on, and you know, anytime, man, you're welcome on this show, brother. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to a quick break and come back and chop it up with you. I
got a dope-ass question for you. Yeah, I got a good question for you, Loke, so we're going to come back, man. Yeah, real quick, though, I just want to give a shout-out to Pooh, man. He had a little medical scare. I don't want to put his business out there or anything. I just hope he gets well soon. Salute to Pooh, man. I hope he's all right.
Yeah,
but,
man.
But Loke, though, man, back to referring to the Doggy Diamonds interview, you said something that I thought made a lot of sense, and I want you to go more into it. You were talking about the gang culture in hip-hop and how in California the gang culture and hip-hop always coexisted with each other. You know what I mean? And now there's a lot of outsiders coming into it, where it's, like, fashionable to be that. Now, like, what are your thoughts on all that? Like, a lot of these guys have no idea what they're getting into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's so many different angles you can analyze that situation from. To give you my thoughts on all that right now, it's impossible. It's more like a college course. But, you know, I feel different. You know, each situation is different, but I know overall it's not something that I have a feeling like, I don't have any ill feelings toward it. I mean, everything we see as a culture, it metamorphosizes, expands, and it adapts. People grab on. I remember one time when the phrase "feeling some type of way" was a New York phrase, East Coast phrase only. People say this shit around L.A. They have no idea where that shit came from. I remember I used to think that was some of the corniest shit. You feeling some type of way? Now everybody say that shit. So, I mean, what it did doing hip-hop is it almost eliminated the lane of the West Coast, because I remember it was a certain time when people could look at you and just, or hear a certain, and they knew what origin you came from out here. But now it's like we have no identity. There's no such thing as a West Coast sound or a West Coast look. Everybody has a universal look, and like you say, this new sound is universal. These my little homies from Watts, they do records that sound like these niggas from Atlanta when their records come out. Everybody got that little putting that little wop on their voice, and they not really rapping. They humming, chanting, singing. It's like, oh shit. So with the gangbang shit, I'm not the first gangbanger. I'm pretty sure I didn't gangbang exactly like the niggas who started it. So I ain't finna get mad at whatever that shit turns into after me. It's not no sacred ass order. You know, this shit was fucked up, man. I seen homies killing homies, and I seen niggas mark out and still come back to the hood. This shit ain't never been nothing pure in my time frame. So whatever, hopefully the niggas that get it after us do something better than we did with it. When I went to New York recently, and I mobbed up on a bunch of Crips, these niggas was throwing up signs and cousin and all that, but when they walked me inside their establishments, they had companies, and they was talking about not giving the little homies sacks and guns, but giving them a trade and a craft or a company.
Right.
And so they were more representing the original essence of Crippin' than what I've ever experienced out here. So it kind of like took some of the guilt off of me for even still being associated with such a demonized concept and being a father. I was really been perplexed and, you know, trying to figure out how can I represent both. And the only way I can do it is by tapping into the original essence of what Crip was. And it was a positive thing to begin with.
Yeah, community resistance and progress.
There you go. I think it's just manhood that says you fuck with mine, I'm going to fuck with you. It's the Second Amendment of right to bear arms for Americans. So to be able to lay a nigga in the grave is not a weird concept that only gangbangers know about. But now to make a lifestyle out of it and make it a gang, you know, we were distorted, man. I don't want to no longer promote that. I know it's time to love each other. But, you know, even in the Bible, you know, it's a time and place for everything. So I'm just trying to be positive, man. That's all. I can't stop. I can't help Crip. If they gonna let Snoop Dogg be a Crip with Martha Stewart, then I guess it's okay to be a Crip.
You know, in 2013, man, when Chicago had more killings than all of warring Afghanistan, right? And we had OG China Joe on, man, to try to mediate a ceasefire because it got to, like you said, man, it's getting to the point where, I mean, it's a total fucking genocide. You know what I'm saying? And people need to click up right now and come together rather than, you know what I'm saying, kill each other over shit that was created 50 years ago. It had nothing to do with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
People are circumstances of their environment, man. You know, so of course, if you walking home from school, you're getting jumped by a bunch of 2-6 every day, and then on the third or fourth day, if you getting your ass kicked, Latin Kings come up and they save you. Who are you gonna roll with? You know what I mean? What choice do you have? So, you know, a lot of these kids, man, they don't have choices, man. They just, it's a fucked up situation. It's nothing to be proud of. I agree with you, man.
But when activity gets as senseless as just going to go harm the people around the corner just because they're around the corner, then you know you're involved in some shit that needs to stop, man. And that's what it's come down to. We got people that's 15, 16, 19, 20, whatever age they are, hating some people across the street and around the corner and don't realize that these group of people don't like each other because some niggas in the 70s like the same girl, and one of them got knocked out at a party, and now this is why we shooting at each other. Well, that's the part. And as much as I enjoy spending this hour with you on the phone, I gotta go, my niggas.
Hey, thank you so much, man, and you're welcome on the show anytime, brother. Real talk, man.
Hey,
I appreciate it. I really want to say this, man.
When you drop
I've done a lot of
interviews,
if it don't come like in the Christmas stocking, it will be in January. Lost Tapes coming soon. At All Costs coming very soon after that. I got a lot of other unannounced things that I'm trying not to jinx. Also cooking up for y'all, man. SPI is back. It ain't no bullshit. It ain't no I'm back and I'm going to fade away. I'm here to stay. You guys will get a chance to get a more of a complete, in-depth idea of who I am as an artist, individual, actor, author, and all that.
Well, when you dropping it, come back.
We'll do.
I
see y'all kind of active on my page, so everything, will be announced there. So when you see the timing line up, just get back at me and we'll reschedule it. I always can tell when I'm amongst friendly interviewers. I've done a lot of interviewers, and it's kind of hard to sense the angle or the spirit of the nigga that's questioning you sometimes. Sometimes you can tell it's funky, but I can tell it's love right here. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, I'm just a fan, man. I'm just a fan, man.
I appreciate that. And because I'm a fan of this culture, likewise.